Ed Gonzalez, Harris County Sheriff. At the moment, we're investigating what appears to be a murder-suicide. These are always heartbreaking. The initial information we have is that it's a possible father, approximately 86 years of age, and a daughter. We're told she's possibly 54 years of age. We're told that both lived here at the house alone. Father seemed to be a caretaker for the daughter. We don't know exactly if she had what type of illness or issues she may have been having, but apparently he was her caretaker. Uh, has a wife that's in hospice care somewhere and usually would visit her every day, but for some reason didn't show up to visit. The family that lives away from the city became concerned, reached out to a family friend who came here, was able to gain entry into the home and made the discovery. We do have two individuals deceased inside the home, again, what appears to be the father and daughter. There is a pistol that's been recovered inside the home. We'll conduct a thorough investigation just to make sure that we leave no stone unturned and can confirm the facts of the case here. But that's the preliminary information that we have. Is a very tragic situation. We see murder-suicides far too often. Sometimes we assume that it may be a marital discord or couple, but sometimes it could be other issues as well, and it can impact anyone, in this case, potentially a father and daughter as well. So our condolences go out to the family.
So the we don't know how long. Do we know how long when this may have happened?
It would have happened fairly recent. It's my understanding that perhaps he didn't go visit the hospice facility either yesterday or today, so it was here within these last 24 hours that family became concerned because he was pretty automatic about visiting his wife, and at least today he didn't. That's when family started contacting, and then family friend came and made the discovery. So very difficult day for everyone, and again, our condolences go out to the family.
What is your message to someone who's on the brink of something like this?
We always try to encourage them that we're fortunate to live in a region that has a lot of resources, and you're not alone. No matter what you're grappling with, there are services both for older adults as well as for individuals that may be grappling with some type of mental illness or other ailments as well. We have a very resource-rich community, and so there's always help if you reach out. It appears this house wasn't kept, so it appears that they were possibly struggling and going through a hardship. And again, there is help, and we just ask folks to reach out, seek help. There's a United Way, Houston Area Women's Center. If there's domestic violence issues involved, there's so many different organizations that stand ready to help. They just need to know what your needs are. And so sometimes we're just embarrassed, or there's a stigma around seeking help, or maybe we just don't know. And we ask them to seek help. Neighbors as well, if they see activity that perhaps merits some type of attention, to call Adult Protective Services and others. We never know. I know from personal experience in grappling with a loved one that had dementia, for example. These are all very difficult issues to be grappling with. Resources may not be there to get them the proper care. But again, it's about just taking the step and trying to find out and finding resources to help your unique situation.
And we think he was 86 and she was 54.
Correct. That's the initial information we received. So I'm going to say in the upper 80s and mid 50s. That's what we're told. But specifically, we're told 86 and 54. Ultimately, again, this is still preliminary. So we'll defer to the positive identifications made by the Harris County Institute of Forensic Sciences, working with family members. But again, a known person to the family was the one that made the discovery, and that's pretty solid information about what we have out here.
And family members, they've been made aware?
They've been made aware. Family, friends still out here, and we have a family member that's en route to the location from another city here in Texas.
And but the initial indication is the father was the shooter. I mean, how do you
Yes.
know that?
Just the initial cursory review of the scene and kind of what they found, the placement of the gun, and just the position of both parties. That's the initial information that we have. It appears that the adult male fired a shot at the female that's discovered there, and then shot himself. So again, it's all preliminary, and we'll conduct a follow-up investigation. That's why, as is standard practice, we have our homicide investigators out here as well as our crime scene investigators, and they do excellent work in making sure that everything is accurate with our findings at the scene, and that we don't discover some type of foul play or something that we missed initially.
That's my next question is, the scene like this or a case like this, how do they kind of wrap up, I guess?
Yeah, at the end of the day, I mean, there would be just follow-up investigation both through the medical examiner's office as well as obviously the scene, the collection of evidence as well, and just trying to make sure everything kind of fits and there's no loose ends and things like that. If there's any potential witnesses, anybody that heard, to kind of narrow down the time. I don't know if anybody has cameras out here that would have spotted somebody forcing entry or things like that, So we'll kind of eliminate all of those issues, but ultimately at the end of the day, eventually it'll be a case that just is cleared because obviously both parties involved would be deceased at that point.
Sheriff, do you have any more questions?
No, I'm good. Thank you. Thank you.
And
Sheriff.
he was with us, so.
Great.
we
Oh,
should be
okay.
good. Yeah. Thank you, Sheriff.
Thank you.
We
Thank you so
appreciate
much.
your
Appreciate
time.
it. Thank you.